Dun, 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 dun. What's going on? We're gonna kick some butts. Dun. What's going on, everybody? What is up? It's Friday.
It is Friday.
I forgot it's Friday.
When I'm here, it's Friday.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm here.
Yeah.
Even if it's Tuesday.
Yeah, usually. Yeah. Usually it's Friday. Today is actually Friday. Friday the 13th.
The 27th.
No, it's the 13th.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Every Friday is the 13th.
Okay. It's just the 13th Friday.
No, it's January 27th, the Friday.
The year of our Lord 2023.
When it's not Friday the 13th, you have to say the 27th of
the 13th.
Of the month. That didn't come out the way I expected. Never mind. Anyways, what's going on? Jon Does, episode 95. 5 episodes until episode 100. That's insane.
That's a big moment.
That's insane.
He's John. I'm Pat.
This is Pat. I never make graphics for Pat because he doesn't have social media. So you don't deserve to have a fucking lower third.
That's okay.
Just kidding.
I have knees.
Damn,
dude, saying I don't deserve knees and feet. That's pretty hardcore.
That was a good one. Well, I mean, we definitely need to, like, you're very much the Cotton Hill of this relationship.
He has no knees? Is that what this is?
They took his shins.
Oh, his shins, right, yeah.
Was it in the Korean War? Yeah. Those Koreans took my shins. They probably needed them more than you did. Anyways, hey, before we get started with everything today, don't forget to check out wilddinosaur.com.
Wild Dinosaur.
It's the only place to support this channel, because I don't have my Patreon public, I don't think.
You need to have something where you can have like a little... one of those little like light beams comes in, some sparkles.
Just a bunch of arrows that are like, subscribe to Wild Dinosaur.
Oh, it'd be cool to have a blinking, like a flashing light. One of those, one of those flashing lights. That's like
a cop car.
No, like a diner where the lights going out.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Just flickering.
WildDinosaur.com.
Flickering light.
Yeah, some sort of flickering light.
Well, my life is flickering.
So was mine before my very eyes.
The day I was born, my life started to flicker.
Hey, you start dying as soon as you're born.
It's true.
I mean, it is a pessimistic way to look at it.
Yeah, but also look how powerful this mustache has grown since I was born.
Yeah. The Cary Grant.
The Cary Grant. I don't remember how I did it.
It's something like that. Yeah.
I think I'm covering it up with my hand. I was like,
yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
There's the Cary Grant.
That's great, dude. That's
super
funny. Old Hollywood over here.
That's what they call me, and that's my nickname. Old Hollywood. That was the joke I made the other day about the fact that I have a mustache and a green hat. I'm living my best Luigi life.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I should lean into that. I should actually, when they finally do another, the sequel to the Bob Hoskins Mario movie, I should...
Throw your hat in the ring.
I should throw my hat in the ring.
Your green hat.
Yeah, to play John Leguizamo. Yeah. Oh, man, that Mario movie...
That Mario movie is looking pretty nice.
Bob Hoskins sequel?
Yeah.
Featuring Chris Pratt.
John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
He's coming back.
Oh, man. He should have been the voice of Luigi, except for I'm actually really into the voice casting for Luigi on the new one.
Yeah, Charlie Day. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't finish my Wild Dinosaur plug. Go check out wilddinosaur.com. It's the best place to support the channel. It's the only place to support the channel really right now financially. Unless you want to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because...
That's free.
It's totally free, and I'm like 940 or 51 people away from monetization, baby. Let's go. Oh.
Get this guy some subscribers.
Like a whole 2. I'm back under 40 I'm back at 49, I think, subscribers. It was a hit. I took a hit. A really it was.
Oh, that's
massive.
That's substantial. Yeah.
It was a massive hit.
I'll see if I can round you up some subscriber. Subscriber die.
Well, I have some friends in the Bay Area that run a comic shop, and I realized that they're 23 away from the 1,000 persons monetization goal. So if you are fans of comic books, go check out Fantastic Comics. They have a YouTube channel with Yule, who does reviews weekly and stuff like that too.
Let's be honest, if you're watching this channel, you probably are a fan of comic books.
If you're watching this channel, you're probably not a fan of comic books, because my show's a waste of time. Just kidding. No, it's not. Go to visit wilddinosaur.com. That's the best place to support this channel. How you doing, Pat?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm glad to be out of work and here.
Nice.
Yeah.
You don't work this weekend?
I do not.
Nice. Well, the record label's breathing down our necks, so we do got some work.
Oh, we do. Yeah, I'm going up to Santa Barbara, but
you're out of the band. You know what? That's
How many times have you fired me?
You know what? That's it.
We always make up.
That's it. New Pants is over. This album's our last.
Yeah.
No, we do have a little bit of headway on the record. We'll probably, honestly, I think we're close enough that I think in the next couple of weeks we'll have a release announcement.
Yes, we will.
And it will be, it'll probably be a couple weeks after the announcement, because when you upload your stuff, we use DistroKid as our distributor.
I thought we used DistroKid.
Well, yeah. they need like a couple of weeks to process the music for the various stores, iTunes and stuff like that.
That's a lie.
And I think they also make sure that it's not like you're re-uploading Elvis's catalog or anything like that.
Yeah, we tried that a couple times. It hasn't worked out so well.
Well, now I'm leaning into the Cary Grant catalog.
Songs to beat your woman to.
Jesus. It's just like big bandwidth. Go make me a sandwich, woman. In the background. These are your lead vocals.
No, come on. Yeah. That wasn't Cary Grant.
No,
I mean
it might have been.
It was most men back then.
Yeah, it was. It was all men back then, and it's most men still today. These pieces of shit. Anyways, Pat and I did some more music when Jay was here. Like, Jay was on the show on Wednesday, and I like having Jay around. He's kind of a wealth of knowledge in various things.
He seems to know a lot about Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, me and him talk about Star Wars regularly, and over the last couple of years, I've fallen a little back on the like theory videos and like the coming up with fan fiction and stuff like that. Not to say that's what like everybody does, but I used to be a little bit more into that, where it was like I would hear a movie was coming out, and then like a day later I would know. Not that I would know, but I would have a whole story planned out, or I would have heard somebody plan out, well, this is what the next movie is going to be. And it's like, they literally just announced it. You have zero idea what that movie is about. So I did kind of fall off of the review or the rumor mill stuff a bit, but I still hate Mike Zeroh.
I don't even know who that is.
Mike Zeroh is this YouTuber. He's been, I first ran into Mike Zeroh in 2014. Look, I should say I don't hate Mike Zeroh as a person. I don't know him as a person. I've had one or two like interactions with him over YouTube. It was mostly about like lighting and stuff like that, because he has his lighting in his episodes is not good, and it's never gotten better. And he's been doing this since like 2015, 2016 or something. But yeah, it was like right after Disney announced the Lucasfilm purchase. I started seeing his videos recommended, and they were all like theory videos, and I don't think any one video that he's ever made has ever come true. He just literally just makes shit up and tries to pass it off as fact. And we'll talk about like, well, Josh the Jedi at StarWars.org wrote this article about how Kathleen Kennedy is a woman and doesn't know how to run a franchise, and that means that The Mandalorian season 4 is gonna suck. And you're like, none of that has to do with anything, man. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here. I mean, there's definitely way more misogynistic and racist assholes on the internet than, and I don't even think that Mike Zeroh's like that big of a racist or a misogynist or anything like that. I don't even want to talk about Mike Zeroh much longer. Oh yeah, but
I hadn't heard the name. That's all.
Yeah, I've had friends send me Mike Zeroh videos in the recent future and be like, dude, have you heard this? Have you heard this rumor? I'm like, no, because it's not real, because he came up with that last night. He has zero credibility in my book when it comes to his content. But no, I did have, yeah, like I think I was mentioning I reached out to him when I thought his channel was young still, and I was like, hey, there's some basic things you can do to make your lighting a little bit better. And he literally has not taken that advice in like 8 years. But I did check in to see if he was still making videos last week sometime. And I listened to one of them, and the audio was worse than like in 2014. Oh, I was like, dude, you got to stop.
I got to get up in the mic here.
Yeah.
Make sure my audio isn't bad.
Do some ASMR.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars. I want to rub Jabba the Hutt.
Let him milk him.
Milk him. Get that green milk or that blue.
Jeez, that's disgusting.
I would say I was about to correct myself, blue milk, but Luke drinks some green milk in the Last Jedi. Remember, he milks that giant like alien thing.
Yeah, that's right. Were you the one that showed me that it was? I think it was just like a post on Reddit or something. It was like. When I told my wife I wanted to cosplay with some Star Wars characters in a bedroom or something like that, and she was like excited, and then he shows up and it's Jabba the
Hutt costume. I don't think that was me.
Oh man, that was funny. Might have just seen it on there.
Reddit is the best place on earth. I don't know if you know this, but
I think some people would like legitimately say that.
Well, that's where 4chan started. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I think 4chan was around before Reddit.
I know, I'm just making shit up because I'm
apparently there was like I think there was another service that was similar to Reddit called Dig.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
It was like Musically before TikTok.
I've never see it. Okay.
Musically is TikTok.
Yeah,
it used to be called Musically, and it was kind of a popular.
I do remember Vine. That was.
And all these like Vine stars are now TikTok stars.
Yeah.
There's some other people that have made the huge transition. It's like a TV star becoming a movie star. You know?
Yeah, it's more like a radio star becoming a radio star on another channel.
I got a face for radio and a voice for print.
That's not true. You have a pretty good radio voice, actually.
Well, I got the old Hollywood.
Old Hollywood over here. Welcome to Tuesdays with Old Hollywood.
Oh, I didn't even. I keep forgetting to post it, but that stupid picture I showed you just a couple minutes ago of my face. That's so good.
It's with like the Disney filter, like the Disney princess or whatever it is.
It's not a. I downloaded Facetune and I did that to my face. Man, it's great when you can like shrink your jaw down super small and then make your teeth fucking huge and then brighten the shit out of them. It's so great. I'll post that up on Instagram. I don't do this. You should follow me on Instagram very often. It's always down there, but I never point down. It's always like that, or it's like that.
Yeah. Follow
my OnlyFans. And by OnlyFans, Pat's my OnlyFans. Look, if you
the Matt Perry way, when do I do this? I'll be back. I'll be right back.
Look, if you become my second fan, I'll put you on the show.
Yeah, that offer has been out there. I've heard you put that offer out there to your fans before.
Yeah, we can
Who does that? Like, you have to appreciate that as a fan. Who's just like, oh yeah, you're a fan? Just come on the show.
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna say like, oh, you're a fan of mine? Come on the show. I'll turn the cameras off. Hey, take your shirt off.
If you're feeling comfortable.
Yeah, if you're feeling comfortable, take your pants off. Oh man. This is a great start to this episode.
Oh, yeah. This episode's going famously so far.
A really good Friday episode. Pat's Wiley. He's off work. I got a mustache now.
I've been a little weird and giddy all day today for whatever reason.
That's probably good.
I think it's because I watched The Last of Us last night.
Oh, did you?
The first 2 episodes. Mm-hmm. I really like it, dude. It's really good. Like, really well made. Pedro Pascal, great casting. He looks a lot like... They made... Well... with hair and makeup and stuff, they made him look a lot like the main character. Yeah, Joel in from the game. But dude, I just had this dream last night. I was like, man, if I get infected with the fungal virus thing, that, you know, whatever it is, the fungal infection that like turns the people into sporehead zombie types.
It's called gingivitis.
Yeah. I had a dream where like I was bitten or whatever, and I was infected. And then I was like, I don't want anybody to kill me though. Like, don't shoot me. Like, I don't know. Like, I haven't turned into a zombie yet. Like, let's wait to see what happens here. You know, like
that's how communities. That's how full communities collapse in zombie apocalypses.
Just give me a chance.
Nope, sorry.
Dude, it was terrifying though in my dream. You know, because number one, I didn't know if when you turn into a zombie, and this is just a question in general that maybe the public can help me answer. Mm-hmm. When you turn into a zombie, do you lose consciousness? Or is it, Andrew was, my roommate was speculating that maybe it's like a altered state of mind. But you're still somewhat conscious on some capacity.
I guess it depends on what sense that you get it, right? Like if you get bit on the ankle or something like that, you're probably just going to slowly go into like a fever type thing and then like slowly die, I guess, like technically die and then like come back.
Is it that you're already dead? Or I mean, that's like the classic Romero type zombie.
Yeah.
But in this case where it's just like the person has like this infection, this like systemic infection, are they still conscious? Are they still human at that point? Like, what are the ethics of killing these?
Well, here's a question: are lepers people?
Yes.
Then yes, that's
all right.
the answer.
No, I mean you gotta watch the show though. Then you let me know. Yeah. Let me know. Get back to me.
I'll get back to it. I think I came off a little harsher like last week or something when I was like, I don't care about this show. It looks good. I'm not attached to the IP. I've not played any of the games.
I haven't either. I remember
that.
My brother playing it when the first one came. Aaron played through it when the first one came out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember talking to him a little bit about that.
And yeah, it looks good. I know people are raving about it, but I also like, I sometimes the week to week thing sucks as with a brand new show.
Agreed.
And I kind of wanted to give it 3 to 4 episodes so I could watch 3 or 4 episodes and then maybe get a little bit more excited about it for myself. And so, yeah, I'll eventually watch it, and I'll probably do, a season review at the end of it.
I can say that I'm glad that I waited for 2 episodes. Like, that was helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of shows these days where it's like maybe dropping 2 or 3 episodes for your first, at the beginning of a season is helpful. Yeah. I like that Amazon does that quite a bit. Yeah. They'll drop 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, that helps.
What was it last week? I was watching, Vox Machina, the Critical Role animated show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On Amazon. So there's like a D&D group that YouTube's called Critical Role, and they did Amazon has produced an animated series based on like their D&D adventures.
That's pretty sweet.
And so I've been watching a little bit of that because it's cool. Don't knock that over, Pat.
I'm like a cat knocking objects off of the surface. Yeah.
Those are yours. So.
Right. Make sure that those are solidly on there.
He was about to knock some electronics off, and then I reminded them that those are his, not mine. Dumb cats. I'm just kidding. let's go to a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about our main segment today, which is going to be our most anticipated movies for 2023. Because last week we talked about a lot of TV that we're looking forward to, and there's a lot of movies already here on our list that we're going to talk about, and stuff that it's not marketed yet. Smaller movies that we don't know about. The John Wicks are still happening. You know that John Wick movie, do you know the John Wick movie? We're going to talk about Chapter 4. But when the first movie came out, they only dropped the one trailer like a month before the movie.
Yeah. It wasn't a highly anticipated movie from what I remember. There was like some behind the scenes footage of Keanu Reeves in training for John Wick.
I remember seeing
kind of
that.
Viral.
Yeah, where he was like going through it was like a hallway, but it was outside. It was like
an obstacle.
Yeah.
He's
yeah. And he's just going through like barrel after
It was really badass.
Clip after clip. He's just like yeah,
it was exactly
that's
like
how
that.
It went.
Yeah.
That's how it went. I know because I trained him.
Yes.
All
Old
right.
Hollywood training new Hollywood.
All right, we'll go to a quick commercial break. We'll come back and we'll talk about movies coming out this year. See you in a second.
I'm Richard from Richard's Pet Wedding Facilities, and I give these stickers away at every pet wedding. The kids love them too. This bag from, what's his name? Wild Dinosaur? Weren't they all wild? Why not oxymoron? Anyways, I like to put my special things in this bag. Plus, I'm pretty sure this is my spirit animal.
Life gave me lemons, so I sold them for this sweet baseball tee.
Phone's ringing. Dog's gonna bark. There's the phone. All right. Well, it's 2023 officially.
For better or worse.
We're almost at 2024. We're only 11 months away. But between now and then, there's a bunch of stuff coming out. I got a little graphic I made. That's actually just the background of the thumbnail I made today. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff coming out this year, and we're excited for a lot of it. First off, coming up here in February, I want to do these. I didn't mention this to you, Pat. So whenever you find it, let me know when it comes out.
Yeah.
Because I want to do these in order, in chronological order.
Sure.
The release
Okay.
date. So, in February, which is just a couple of days away, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which comes out on the 17th. Which is a hugely anticipated movie for a lot of reasons. We're setting up our big bad for the Marvel Universe
Kang.
for the next couple of years. There's, some new characters. Some characters are probably going to die. This is the third of the Ant-Man movies. Okay, cool. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. Comes out the same day as that one.
Oh, nice.
Fuck
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Ant-Man and the Wasp is the third in its franchise, and Peyton Reed, the director, talked about how both Ant-Man 1 and Ant-Man 2 were like palate cleanser movies between big Avengers movies. And I guess he had a conversation with Kevin Feige where he's like, I think we've earned the not just being the palate cleanser, but being the big movie, and Kevin Feige agreed. And so you're getting this huge movie there with Jonathan Majors as Kang. Oh my God, we're going to talk about him a lot today because 2023 is going to be Jonathan Majors' year for sure.
He was so good already just in that one episode of Loki.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Loki, you might want to before this, because I don't know, that last episode specifically is kind of important to what's going on with the multiverse and
Just adjusting here.
you want to get comfortable? You can take your pants off.
Yeah, your go-to whenever somebody's invited over.
Do a hot tub stream.
Yeah. You might have to start.
Oh, don't you worry. I have plans.
Just move your bed out.
Don't you worry. I have plans. That's what this folder's for.
Ah,
You asked me about that last week, and I don't think I answered you.
nice.
So yeah, Ant-Man's coming out. It's gonna be the first big movie to really knock Avatar 2 down, because there's not been huge big budget movies since Avatar came out. So
I was going to mention we saw the trailer in 3D when we saw
Yes.
Avatar, and it looks awesome.
yeah,
So
looks
3D
really good.
might be worth it for this one.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one quite a bit. I like the Marvel Universe a lot. I've been a little underwhelmed with Phase 4. I think a lot of people have had issues with certain things. But this movie, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, was the first movie in Phase 4 for me to feel like a Marvel movie. Like, it had big stakes, like the cinematography, the lighting, all of the stuff. It felt like a big Marvel movie, and I'm just excited to be getting more of that now. And I think Ant-Man and the Wasp will deliver on all kinds of fronts with for the Marvel universe. The next film we have up is called Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, you may have seen the trailer for this one.
It's about a bear who does cocaine and runs the
It's actually just like a Scarface type story.
Yeah.
but with a bear.
Yeah, it's but this time Leonardo DiCaprio plays the bear.
Oh wow! Hey, how's that for revenge?
No, this movie is loosely based off a true story. The true story being a bear. There was a drug deal going on, and it was like a drug runner in an airplane that had dropped a bunch of cocaine out of the airplane in hopes to like recover it later, because I think something about like not getting caught, something about not getting caught. Yeah, in hopes to recover it later, and a bear got into it and did a bunch of cocaine, and then it went rampant a little bit, caused a little bit of damage.
I mean, based on the trailer, he goes very rampant.
Well, the movie
Yeah,
is a
fiction,
fictionalized
yeah.
version, so they amp up a lot of stuff, and I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that didn't really happen. But the movie looks amazing, and it's directed by Elizabeth Banks, who you might know from Going to a Bank.
Yeah, she actually is from the family that started banks. So
Yeah,
that's a
Mrs. Banks. Yeah, she's super rich. She's she has all of our money. No, that was a dumb joke.
it's dumb, but it's funny.
What do you know Elizabeth Banks from? She's been in a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah, she's been in tons of Wet Hot American Summer. That might have been the first, actually. That might have been like one of her first movies.
I feel like she was in stuff before that. I don't know. Maybe not.
She was in. She had a but memorable role in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
It's been a long time since I've seen
She's
that
also
movie.
just like starred in some movies. She's been the lead in some movies too.
She was in the Hunger Games.
She's in the Hunger Games, right? With the crazy outfits and hair.
Yeah, that was before she, or that was after she changed her identity from Jennifer Lawrence to Elizabeth Banks.
She played Alec Baldwin's wife on 30 Rock.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. That was good. That was good. She was like a like conservative pundit, I think, for broadcast news. Yeah.
She's hilarious. She's a really good comedic actor.
Yeah, and she has directed some stuff.
Yeah.
She did the Charlie's Angels reboot.
Oh yeah, didn't have a whole lot of success. The one with Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, and she's been directing a lot more, which is cool. I always like to see.
This one looks fantastic. Though.
Yeah.
It was Kerry Russell's, I believe, in it.
Yeah, I don't have all that popped up right now. But yeah, Cocaine Bear. The title. Think of the title. Whatever you think of the title, that's probably what the movie is. Cocaine Bear. But yeah, that comes out on February 24th.
Also, there's clearly going to be setting up a sequel to Rehab Bear.
Rehab. They tried to make him go to rehab, but he
God.
said, "Rawr, rawr, rawr."
That's a little off topic, but that makes me think about that Amy Winehouse biopic that's like in the works. Have you heard anything about that?
I've heard a little bit, but not enough, and I don't know.
Some fans are pretty disappointed so far.
There was a casting, right? Is that what people are disappointed
Yeah. There are
about?
some like set photos that have come out.
Oh, okay. Do you know who the casting was?
I recognize the dad, the guy who plays the dad. I just don't know his name, but
Okay.
he's a pretty like regular working British actor. And then
Peter Dinklage.
yeah, yeah. No, he's playing Amy Winehouse. Actually,
I buy that. Well, what? Hey, so we got another movie coming out the same day.
Same day.
What was the name of it? Because I didn't.
Linoleum.
Linoleum. So
with starring Jim Gaffigan.
I forgot to put this on the list. Pat reminded me and brought it up right now. Yeah, it's a Jim Gaffigan film. Why don't you tell us about it? Because you have the information.
Yeah, it says right here. Cameron Edwin, the host of a failing TV science show for children, has always had aspiration, of being an astronaut. When a mysterious satellite coincidentally falls from space and lands in his backyard, his midlife crisis manifests into a plan to rebuild the machine into a rocket. As surreal events start to unfold around him, he slowly realizes that there's more to his life story than he once thought. And if you watch the trailer, it looks very like surreal, I guess you could say, type film, like
a very Nolan-esque film.
no, not like that.
I know.
Yeah, more like The Science of Sleep or something like that.
Yeah. I was forgetting the name of that one. That's a good one. Yeah, that trailer looks really good. And I don't think I've ever seen Jim Gaffigan lead something before, but I always see him pop up in things. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I know he has done more serious roles, I think, but
like his hot pocket bit. That's pretty serious.
But yeah, this one looks really good. What's it called again? Linoleum?
Linoleum, yeah.
But a week later, what is that, a week later?
Yeah.
Yeah, a week later, we get another huge movie, another Jonathan Majors movie.
I believe he's also the villain. Is he the villain in this one, too?
Yeah, he's the villain in it.
Man, he's got to get that typecast going.
Yeah, he just makes me feel bad because there's no way I will ever look like he does in this trailer.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's
African American. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he is.
No, he is completely ripped. He looks dangerous is the right word, but also terrifying.
Looks like he's been hitting that prison bench press.
Yeah. I think his prison is like a friend of Michael B. Jordan who's been in prison since they were kids or something. And so he probably did hit that prison word match pretty hard. But there's even moments in it in the trailer where you're like, is this guy mentally stable? Like, I don't know. He might actually try to kill me right now.
Yeah, he does look terrifying. And I haven't seen any of the first two.
I was going to ask you, are you a Rocky fan? Are you a fan of any of these movies? The original Rocky franchise, or
I've seen them like on TV in the past and everything, but like I've never really gotten into them. Not that I dislike them by any means. You know, it's like I know that they're Philly legends. Rocky is a Philly legend.
Yeah.
That's about all I know.
Yeah.
And the music.
Let's just do back and forth for a second.
No, let's.
No? Oh, that was the golden moment.
That's terrifying.
No?
There you go. Hey, that's not that far off of the photo that you showed me earlier, the cartoon one.
Welcome to the golden age of Hollywood.
Yeah, that's like how your face is going to be perpetually if you get too much Botox later on.
If I ever make a bunch of money, I'm gonna do Botox just for the meme.
Yeah. Just so you can be like one of those, like, who's that one guy, like
I'll go for the.
Yeah, you know,
but end up with the
like those that we've seen that have like plastic surgery addictions. They end up looking like cat people.
Yeah.
For some reason, that always is the way that it goes.
If that happens to me, I'm going to change my name to Cat John. Cat John. Cat John.
Bobcat John.
Bobcat John.
Hey, that was pretty damn good.
That was a pretty good one. So yeah, Creed 3.
Creed 3, there may or may not be some Bobcat Foley sounds.
If there
included.
aren't, then we all boycott.
It's just like somebody like throws a punch and you just have like a Bobcat. Oh man, that's goofy.
So I just because I asked you and I didn't answer myself. I'm not a huge Rocky fan, and I haven't really cared much about the Creed stuff.
You've seen the first Creed, right? You saw.
I haven't seen any of
okay.
the Creed movies. I've seen some of the like Rocky movies way back in the day, like bits and pieces of them when they're on like TNN and stuff like that. TNN, TBS. You know those like when you stay home from school, it's Jerry Springer or like whatever random ass movies are on TNT and TBS.
Yeah,
Problem Child 1 and 2 back to back.
I like the TNN though. I don't even know if that's a real network, but
it was.
Yeah.
It's not anymore. But you don't remember TNN? No.
I remember
man.
TNT.
Or sorry, TNT. That's what I meant.
TNN.
Jesus.
TNN is like the Nashville network.
It's a news network.
I was thinking,
the
I was
news
thinking
network.
that there was like maybe a TNN. It was like some sort of like country music channel or something. I can see them conceivably running Rocky movies.
This is TNN, the news network.
Just the news network.
Yeah.
I like that. Welcome to TNN.
So I meant TNT. TNT and TBS were the two channels that were like the cable channels.
I thought you meant TNA.
Well, that was the show I was making when I was staying home. Running around shirtless like, Jerry!
Jerry.
All right, so I actually, because this movie looks good, I kind of want to go back and watch the first two Creed movies.
I've only heard good things.
Yeah,
also.
I've heard good things too. Although there is the whole controversy with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about that. Like,
yeah,
he wasn't a fan of this one for some reason.
No,
he's falling out.
He's in the first two, I think. But he doesn't own the franchise anymore, I don't think, and they basically like are co-opting it. And he's like a little pissed about it, but also I don't really give a shit. He's killing it on Tulsa King, from what everyone says. So.
Yeah. I've only heard positive things about Tulsa King.
But after Creed 3, also in March 17th, is one of the movies I'm most looking forward to.
Same here.
It's the movie 65 with Adam Driver.
It's where Adam Driver, they digitally age him to look 65.
Yeah, he basically morphs into the T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, so 65, right? He looks, from the trailer, the impression that we were given was that he is looking to go to another planet. He's on some sort of like expedition to another planet.
Yeah, something like that. And then they get like knocked off course or something happens in space and they land on this prehistoric planet. And they end up battling dinosaurs. And it looks awesome. And I think it turns out that planet is Earth.
Right.
65 million years
That's
ago.
what I got, yeah.
Yeah. Which is the most amazing concept. Right? I love
great
that.
concept already just from a sci-fi standpoint, but if you watch the trailer, it's like Adam Driver battling dinosaurs with like futuristic weapons.
Yeah.
It looks badass. It's
He's
like
got
Turok.
like laser traps and stuff.
Yeah, Turok Dinosaur Hunter 2099.
Yes. Man, I used to like Turok.
2099.
I had Turok for the 64 back in the day.
Yeah, a lot of people
fun.
did. I think that game, I believe, came out before GoldenEye, so that was kind of like a bigger shooter for 64.
If I remember correctly, it was like the first phase of games in 64.
It was amongst the first.
And I think Ocarina too, right? I don't know. Whatever.
That one came out a little bit later.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Turok, I think the only downside to that one was that it was only one player.
Yeah.
But it was a badass world, and like, there were some really cool, interesting weapons as well because it was Dinosaur Hunter.
The only thing that bugs me now thinking about it, about Adam Driver being in this movie, is when they inevitably do a Turok movie, that Adam Driver shouldn't be the lead in that movie.
Yeah, even though we want him to be.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 65. I'm so pumped for.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot more that I know at least about the movie other than what we just mentioned.
Yeah, I really don't know too much either. It's not like a John Wick scenario where they dropped a trailer like a month before, but it didn't get any fanfare. The trailer dropped and people are like, "What the hell is this? This is awesome."
Yeah, looks.
And yeah, I think the
Great.
trailer came out like a month ago, something like that. So
Yeah, that
it
sounds
was,
about right.
I mean, I guess we're in the standard trailer release era now, where 2 to 3 trailers. So we'll probably get one more, I think, before the movie comes out, maybe next month.
Also dropping the same day.
Huh?
Oh, the next movie dropping the same day.
Yeah. Well, shit. What do we see in theaters, Pat? This one?
Yes.
65? 65 or Shazam! Fury of the Gods?
I'm sure that one will be fun too.
Yeah.
I was a fan of the first one.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
There was a new trailer for this that just dropped too. That I don't think you saw, but I don't think you care too much.
Well, I mean, I saw the trailer, the theatrical trailer.
Yeah,
And that one was pretty good.
And this is, to me, this is one of those movies where like, yeah, just one trailer is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shazam, I think, proved to be one of the better DC movies.
Yeah, I
thus far.
I would agree with that statement. In the Snyderverse version of the DC stuff, I don't know what's going to happen with that character. I would imagine we probably hear that they're either not using Shazam or they're recasting
I think
after this movie comes out, because I think there's still like, was it Shazam, Aquaman, and Flash and Blue Beetle all come out this year. Blue Beetle is its own. It could kind of maybe be like the beginning of this new James Gunn phase if that's how they wanted to do it. But the other 3 movies, like, I'm kind of ready for them to be gone. and I wouldn't be surprised if after those movies come out, we start hearing like Jason Momoa is now this character, or he's not coming back at all, or
Jason Momoa is being recast as every character.
yes, he is Superman.
He is Batman.
Well, no, there is talk, because one of and the big rumor is that he's had conversations and that he's really excited because he's talked about doing Lobo, this character Lobo from DC, for a long time, who I actually think physically would probably maybe be a better fit than Aquaman. Although I do like how they have done this take of Aquaman compared to like the comics version where just Arthur Curry's this like blonde dude in an orange suit with the green pants, you know. I do like the Jason Momoa version of Aquaman a little bit better, but there's better characters suited for Jason Momoa too. Lobo's probably one of them, so we'll see what's going on with that. Shazam! Fury of the Gods comes out March 17th, and the villains in that are the what are they, the like sisters of it. Sisters of Atlas or something, or Daughters of Atlas, I think is what they're called, and it's Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu are two of the villains in this one. So we'll see how a subpar movie can make Academy Award winning actresses look terrible. Just kidding.
No,
I'm sure it'll be
looks
fine.
okay. Yeah,
it looks
and I was
okay.
going to mention that Zach Levi, he does a pretty good job of.
Like a little
playing.
kid in
Yeah,
young,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big arc, I guess. Like the movie Big.
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
Little kid becomes adult and is still like a kid mentally.
Right.
I like Zachary Levi in the role. I again, the first movie was fun and probably more rewatchable than, I don't know, Batman vs Superman.
For sure.
A movie called Batman vs Superman is somehow not as rewatchable as Shazam.
Hey, let's get it straight. It's Batman v Superman.
Yeah, okay. Is it a court case?
Yes.
So a couple days later from Shazam! Fury of the Gods, John Wick Chapter 4.
Yeah.
This one I'm a fan of the John Wick series. I'm not like a diehard John Wick fan.
Yeah.
They're super fun action movies.
More of like a home viewing fan, but I would be down to see this one in the theater.
I mean, it's the 4th one, and I don't think they thought they were going to get a second one.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'm down, and they've set up quite an interesting world here. I think there was talk of a TV series or something based on the hotel. You know the hotel? Yeah. It's really awesome. The whole environment that they set up there, specifically with that hotel, is awesome.
Ian McShane, right?
Yeah, Ian McShane. Right.
He's always good.
And then the next week after, literally, this is like every week there's a big movie coming out.
There are some good movies.
For
Yeah,
the
2023 is
whole
great.
summer.
Finally, we get the COVID.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that was either not finished because of COVID or put on hold because theaters weren't, we're starting to finally get some of these bigger movies. And the next one, there's been some big movies. I'm excited to see this in the theaters, but that's Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Amongst Thieves.
Yeah, we just watched the latest trailer.
Yeah, new trailer just came out this week, and it was showing Pat because he hadn't seen it.
Looks like a pretty fun cast.
Yeah.
We've got Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez. We're saying Justice Smith.
Justice Smith, yeah, he's my choice.
Did I see Joey King in there as well?
I thought I saw her too, but I don't think she is.
As one of the villains?
Yeah, I don't think she is.
Yeah.
I don't think that's her. This is something I'm going to look up because that was on my mind all day.
Yeah. she always just has a way of showing up in movies that you're not expecting.
Yeah. I'm not totally.
Oh, Hugh Grant, I think, is one of the villains, is from what it looks like.
No, I don't think she is.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, Hugh Grant, though. That's hilarious. We both thought it was. Maybe it was her right there.
It was this dude, Nicholas Blaine.
Yeah, he looks quite a bit like Joey King.
Actually, this dude, Kenneth Collard, right here in his thumbnail, kind of looks like Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
Is that Ron Swanson doing magic?
I think it was the one that we thought was Joey King was maybe
this girl,
or maybe the one below.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's probably her.
But anyway, good thing we don't need to. We really don't need more Joey King British accent.
Agreed. Today is kind of a shit talky episode because I started off strong with the whole Mike's Zeroh conversation.
But you know what? No. I mean, she is. I think she is a capable.
I do too. I don't think she's been in very good roles.
Yeah,
most of the stuff. But
a lot of people like that one that she was in, the Mommy. What was it called? Like Mommy Dearest or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? The Munchausen by proxy, where her mom's like treating her. She like played that girl that there was like a famous, somewhat famous There was a documentary as well. Is it called Mommy Dead and Dearest?
I don't know. Look it up.
Yeah. So that the documentary I think was called Mommy Dead and Dearest or something like that. It was an HBO. Anyway.
So Joey King is a real life serial killer. Is that what you're trying to say? You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
Pat's breaking news, breaking boundaries.
Okay, here it is.
Joey King is a serial killer.
About the murder of Dee Dee Blanchard, for which her daughter Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Gypsy's boyfriend pled guilty and were convicted. This girl right here.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard about this?
No,
and then Joey
so.
King played her in a movie.
Oh, gnarly.
This is a crazy situation, but she got a lot of praise for playing this role.
The funniest thing that I've heard about Joey King is A-list child star turned C-list adult star.
The movie that she was in is called The Act.
Okay.
It's on Hulu apparently, or a series or something.
Jason,
but a lot of people were.
Bro, Jason Wong.
Dude, he's really made a big career after the Camarillo skate park.
From rollerblading to Dungeons and Dragons.
I just want to show you a picture real quick of Joey King in this role.
Oh, I've seen that picture of her before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know where that was from. Okay. Hey, maybe that's a good movie.
She did get a lot of praise for this one.
The stuff I've seen her in has not been that great. I don't dislike her in Bullet Train at all.
She's not that bad in Bullet Train.
No, I still don't like her English accent, but I also like anything that she does in that movie is kind of overshadowed by the fact that like it's Brad Pitt and this whole great cast,
right.
And all kinds of other great stuff going on.
She is good in the role though. Like she plays it pretty well.
I just really did not like The Princess. I watched that one night on Hulu. That was just like, oh my god. I need. What did I do? I did something weird after that. I watched something like fucking crazy after that. I was like, I need something that's not just like
some sort of palate cleanser,
bubblegum fantasy. That's
It was kids. Harmony Korine's kids.
On the at risk of sounding like an asshole here, that was, I don't usually get pissed off about like what people consider political agendas in movies or like woke bullshit or whatever. The princess was like way overdone in some of it, where it was like,
in what capacity?
well, her character's supposed to be this strong, badass character, but I didn't buy it for 1 second because I don't know. It's been a while since I watched the movie. I don't want to trash it too much right now without like, a rewatch. But it was just not very good, and I felt like her character maybe didn't deserve some of the like progress. I don't know. Again, it's been a while, and I don't know why we're going off on JK.
Oh, no, it's okay. Sorry. Sidetrack. But anyway, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves,
March 31st.
looks pretty fun.
Chris, one of the Chris's, all of the Chris's are in this movie.
They switch off in the same role.
No, actually, there's the conversation of the Chris's. I'm becoming more and more of the Chris Pine is the Chris. And the thing that tops that off for me is the fact that his dad was the sergeant in Chips. Did you ever
Really?
watch?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know that.
His dad passed away like a year or two ago. But yeah, he was the sergeant in Chips. I don't know if you ever watched that, but I grew up watching some of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I know of it. I just, I don't think that one, from what I remember, was never on like Nick and Night or anything like that.
It might have been.
Maybe for a period, yeah. There were shows that they would run and that they would bring back, and they were always switching up.
That's it. That's his dad.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
What was his name? Robert Pine. Yeah, Robert Pine. I mean, yeah, that's totally Chris Pine right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
They should. I was gonna say they should do a Chips movie, but they did do one with Michael Pena and Dax Shepard, and I think it was like almost straight to DVD style.
Oh, dude, Michael Pena is so good too.
But yeah, Chris Pine is playing the sergeant role in like a Chips reboot would be kind of cool. I guess I don't know.
Dude, Michael Pena is such a good actor.
Yeah,
like that's just as an aside.
I'm actually going back real quick. I'm curious if he's going to pop up in Ant-Man Quantumania, because it seems like the whole movie takes place in the quantum realm, which means you don't get his. It doesn't necessarily mean, but it seems like you're not going to get his group of friends, T.I. and David Desmalchin and Michael Pena. Well, T.I. I know. I don't think. I think I remember hearing he wasn't coming back because he had some like legal issue. There's some stuff going on with T.I. where Marvel was like, maybe we're not gonna bring him back for that. But David Desmalchin, I like too. He played Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah.
He's great. So a little bit later. Oh damn, we're already almost at 7. We're like not halfway through the list.
We're gonna have to save this for a second.
No, we're just going to have to go a little longer.
That's fine.
The next one, April 7th, is a movie we were already talking about a little bit. The Super Mario Brothers movie, which looks fantastic.
Yes.
I'm really excited about it.
Like another one that looks like it benefits from the use of 3D.
Yes. Both times I saw Avatar, I saw that trailer in 3D, and it looks great. It's... Probably, you were mentioning like, oh, Ant-Man looks pretty good in 3D. I'm like, yeah, it looks okay. I probably won't see it
Marvel
in 3D.
movies. I remember Marvel movies in the past, like when they first initially
started doing that. Yeah. I probably won't see Ant-Man in 3D, but Mario movie, after seeing the trailer in 3D, I feel like it's probably going to be pretty awesome in 3D.
Yeah, agreed. With
the 3D. And honestly, I know we haven't gotten a lot of it in the trailer, but so many people are like, Chris Pratt's voicing Mario, what? Like, yeah, it seems weird. Again,
sure, it'll be fine.
Again, he doesn't do like a full monologue or anything in the trailer, so we don't know all of how his accent fits in, with his whole speech pattern, but I kind of don't care. Like,
there's really just one thing I need to say about the Mario movie that we haven't mentioned yet. But Rainbow Road?
Yes.
Like, seriously, they brought Mario Kart into this movie. How cool is that?
It's all of it, man.
Yeah.
Like, you get you almost get like the They pull jokes on like the side scroller, like just little visual gags.
Yeah.
That when I was younger and was playing Mario, I'm like, well, why can't he do this?
It seems like there's going to be a lot of stuff geared toward both kids and parents.
Yeah.
For this one.
I'm wondering if Kirby pops up.
We'll see.
He goes.
Yeah, maybe we'll have some Smash Brothers stuff as well.
He sucks up Mario and then spits him out, and Mario looks like this.
This is such a good faith. Old Hollywood over here.
Old Hollywood.
All right, and then
it's me, Cary Grant.
a couple weeks later,
is a movie that came out of nowhere for me too, similar to the Linoleum movie. And I was showing Pat this trailer the other day because he hadn't heard about it, but it's Beau is Afraid that comes out on April 21st.
with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, it's this new Joaquin Phoenix movie. He seems like he has a problem like going outside, and he has to go on a journey. But one of the things that stood out to me about this is how visually different it is.
Oh, yeah.
In a lot of senses.
Looks like there are parts that are like animated and
yeah. There's some like stuff that looks like. I guess, for lack of a better term, like independent-y, kind of in that Science of Sleep kind of way, where it's like maybe they make props as like there's a scene specifically where he like turns around, he's walking down like a farm road, but it's like a set and like the trees are made of paper or something like that. It looks really cool. Beau is Afraid looks great. You have anything else you want to say about that?
Not much. Yeah, I mean, if you watch it, if our fans here watch the trailer, they'll see that what we're talking about. And visually, it looks amazing, and then it also just looks like it'll be a great story as well.
Sorry.
But a couple weeks after that, Guardians 3.
Who?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, one of the Chris's.
Another one of the Chris's.
Well, actually, that's two Chris Pratt movies
within a month.
Yeah, within a month.
Yeah.
Guardians 3. Oh boy, am I excited for this one. I saw the first Guardians movie, I think, like 6 or 7 times in the theater.
That's absurd, but I don't blame you. That movie rules.
It was great.
The movie rocks, dude.
When it came out, Marvel hadn't done anything like it before.
I love the origin story. Gets abducted by an alien. That's it.
Mom gets cancer. He runs outside crying when she dies because he's, not ready to handle that. And boom, abducted by aliens.
It's usually how it goes.
Yeah, that's how Fire in the Sky starts, right?
I'm pretty sure that's also how it ends.
I don't know if anybody's referenced that movie in 25 years. If you haven't heard of Fire in the Sky, go watch that.
I always thought the image, like the cover, like the
guy
the video
getting
store, that was always really cool
getting
looking.
Sucked up by a tractor, getting sucked off by a tractor beam.
Hey, any tractor beams, send them my way.
Hey, tractor beam, come suck me off. Chris Pratt has become one of people's least favorite Chris's, but I'm not a hater on his work so much. I don't know if I need to hang out with him as a person, but I don't know that that's an opportunity I'm going to have, so I don't really care. But Guardians 3 is going to be probably the last of this particular lineup. People will probably be dying.
Yeah.
There might be more implications in the cosmic side of Marvel, because there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, people forget, but the Eternals came out not long ago, and there's still a lot of stuff there to talk about cosmically, because there's so much weird stuff in Marvel, like space-based characters, that I think we're going to start getting into. And I know Guardians 3 is going to cover some of the weird stuff with like Rocket's origin and whatnot. This is another big one.
Oh yeah,
June 2nd. I want to drop this one.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Across,
which is a sequel to the incredible, really. One of the best Spider-Man movies ever.
Yeah, Japanese Spider-Man.
Yeah, a Japanese Spider-Man.
You ever seen that?
I've seen like images
Clips,
and stuff. Yeah. No, but really, one of the best Spider-Man movies to ever. Yeah.
Really, in both of our opinions.
Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, it's just one of the best. That was the animation, the like cell shaded animation is so good. The voice casting was just
phenomenal.
Yeah, I even Liev Schreiber as
Kingpin,
so good.
And it's nice too because like a lot of comic fans have been talking about Miles Morales for the last handful of years. He's not a terribly old character. He's been around, I think, in Marvel for maybe 10 years at this point. And so a lot of people who don't read comics don't know who Miles Morales is. And for that movie to, have all of the multiple versions, like everybody knows Peter Parker, and to have him, or like you get actually Chris Pine. Speaking of which, in the very beginning of the
Spider-Verse,
the first one, there is the Miles Morales' universe's Spider-Man who dies.
Oh right,
and that's voiced by Chris Pine. And then you get the other like lazy, depressed, fat, lazy Spider-Man. It's Jake Johnson.
Yeah, he's great.
And I think Oscar Isaacs is coming in for. I think he's voicing Spider-Man 99 in this one. There's
Spider-Man Noir is coming back.
I'm not sure.
I hope so. Nick Cage.
I hope so too, because Spider-Ham and Noir Spider-Man were two of my favorites from that first one. But I haven't heard of Noir Spider-Man. I actually think I might have heard that he wasn't gonna be in this one, which is a fucking travesty. It's gonna be a full Noir Spider-Man story.
Oh, it's such a fun movie, and then the first one,
like my team up right here.
Yeah, that's quite the team.
Speaking of which, I'll pull some of my toys off my wall. I got the Noir Spider-Man and Spider-Ham.
What a set!
Totally right.
Yeah,
this should be a buddy cop story.
Agreed.
But
Spider-Man Noir has a really cool look.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, there's going to be a bunch of there's like a ton of other versions that have popped up because they did put out a trailer for Across the Spider-Verse already. And there's a bunch of different.
Do we know who the villain is in this one?
The villain, I think in the trailer they're setting it up to be Spider-Man 99. But I think it's going to be one of those things where like there's a miscommunication somewhere along the lines, and then that somebody else is really the villain, and they end up teaming up together. But I actually do know. Oh shoot, I can't remember the character. It's a really like obscure Spider-Man character, but it's going to be voiced by Jason Schwartzman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And he's going to be the villain for the next two. So Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 and Part 2, or whatever they call it. Okay. June 16th. Oh boy. Whew. After, I don't know, 7 or 8 years of hearing about directors on board and writers and all this stuff, we're finally getting the Flash movie.
I'm actually kind of excited just to see if it isn't a shit show.
Oh, which light is
we
that?
Got some strobing.
Oh, that's cool. That's fine. That one's easier to replace than that one. Yeah, I'm excited to see it too for a lot of reasons, but there have been, because they've been test screening this movie on the Warner Brothers lot for like last year, and almost everybody who has said they've seen it are saying like this is an incredible movie.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and it's
for as long as it's been in production, it's just.
Oh, it's been in production hell for almost a decade. Man, because part of it was originally they originally planned after the Justice League was coming out that they were going to do a Cyborg Flash team up movie.
Okay,
and all of that got thrown out the window, and it's just been a mess.
He's such a cool character that.
Yeah, I like the Flash. I did watch most seasons of the Flash TV show. I stopped watching all of the Arrowverse stuff literally when Arrow ended. because it was a curse that was placed on me by a shaman.
Yeah, and that broke it.
Yeah, finally.
When Arrow ended.
Yeah, so that's when I cut ties with the CW verse. But they have a lot of good Flash storylines. I do like some of the Flash show. It's not anything I think I'm going to go revisit, but then there's all this stuff with Ezra Miller going on.
Yeah, what can you really say about that hasn't been said already? Not much.
Yeah,
but we'll see how this movie goes.
Yeah, I hope that they heal. I hope whatever victims they've accumulated in this process are moving forward and healing as well. I'm interested in this movie. I'm really interested in how the marketing is gonna go for this. Like, do you put Ezra Miller on press tours? What do you think about that? Like, this dude is on trial and looking at 26 years in prison. Do you put him on on a whole interview circuit to put this movie out, or do you just put him to the back burner and maybe he walks the red carpet or something like that? Like, one or two things, but he's the lead of this, and there's going to be multiple versions of him in it too. So it's a tricky situation for DC on top of all the other stuff Warner Brothers has to deal with. Woof. I do not envy David Zaslav right now of having to figure out Harry Potter, DC, literally everything Warner Brothers is doing, HBO.
Yeah, they're all in kind of. Oh man,
Warner's in flux, and they're trying to save money, so they're cutting a lot of stuff. HBO Max, there's a possibility HBO Max doesn't make it out of this.
Yeah, there's a possibility that HBO Max doesn't make it past 2023.
Yeah.
I think they will, though. Obviously, it'll be HBO in some capacity.
I think it'd just be HBO original stuff instead of Warner Brothers stuff.
I was okay with that from the beginning.
I like stuff on HBO, but Warner Brothers has such a vast library that it
HBO Max was
worth
really
it.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And yeah, a lot of people are getting pissed because things are getting pulled, and Warner Brothers selling some IP to other places. But after the Flash, we kind of rebound a little bit, hopefully, with the next one on June 30th, which is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Did you watch the trailer for this, right? Came out a handful of months ago.
Yes.
It'll be Harrison Ford's.
Harrison Ford is back, baby.
Fifth run is Indiana Jones.
We don't talk about the fourth.
Yeah. But we do talk about Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, which was what's his name? The guy that played Powder. Yeah, he was in the Boondock Saints too. Is that the same?
Jason something? Is that his name?
Patrick Flannery.
Oh yeah.
Sean. Is it Sean?
Patrick Flannery.
I don't know why I'm blanking on this because I did his soundtrack at
Did
Fox
you?
when I worked.
I saw
Fox.
I remember seeing Powder in the theater with my friend's mom because he had to go to, I think it was, what was he doing, drumming lessons at the time or something? Mm-hmm. And then I was just hanging out with his mom. We saw Powder.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Awesome.
I was maybe 9.
So yeah, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny's coming out in June. I'm looking forward to that because I like the Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and we need some redemption after Crystal Skull.
I like the Indiana Jones trilogy.
Right.
Because that's all there is so far. This is technically the fourth one. And yeah, there's going to be, what's her name? Now my brain's just dying. Fleabag.
Oh, right. Phoebe Waller.
Phoebe Waller-Bridges.
Yeah.
Phoebe Bridges. Phoebe Bridgers.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Same person. One's a singer-songwriter. The other one is the voice of the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, she's going to be in this. It looks fun. I'm excited to see more Indiana Jones stuff. And this is probably, most definitely Harrison Ford's last.
Remind me, did she do a voice of a droid?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, okay.
So she was in the Han Solo movie as the droid that Lando was they were buddies. Lando's character, I don't know if you know this, but Lando's character outside of the movies is, well, in the movies, but they've expanded on this in books and stuff like that. He's there's a weird thing with him and droids where some people are like, is it even a sexual thing?
Oh,
you know?
okay.
But yeah, she's his droid, and then something happens, and they have to put her brain essentially into the Millennium Falcon.
Interesting. I don't really remember the Solo movie, so maybe I need to go back and watch that one.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just, it's a really good sci-fi movie. It's not a great Star
I remember you
Wars
telling
movie.
me when it first dropped that it's more of a buddy movie between Han and Chewie.
Yeah, there's a bit of that. Like there's their meeting and stuff like that too. But anyways, I'm gonna drop this one real quick just because I'm kind of excited for it. The Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 comes out in July 14th.
Supposedly, there's an incredible Tom Cruise motorcycle stunt in this one.
Every Mission Impossible movie has an incredible Tom Cruise stunt. I remember watching before one of the movies I saw in theaters. They did the behind the scenes of him holding onto the side of the airplane while it's taking off.
Oh, geez.
In one of the other ones, it's like crazy. And then
the Burj Khalifa one.
Yeah, I just
that movie is awesome.
They built
Ghost Protocol.
Yeah,
that one I would like. Dude, I saw that one in the theater. I loved it.
They actually built that building for the movie. I don't know if you know that.
They did. That's just what happens in the UAE. Like, they have so much extra cash that they're just like, all right, we're just going to build this building. Oh, let's make it. By the way, let's just make it the tallest in the world.
Well, I dropped off of the Mission Impossible movies like a long time ago.
Yo, I did too, before Ghost Protocol.
I liked the first one when it came out, with the whole like him like in the laser field thing coming from the ceiling.
Yeah, that was cool.
Parodied and stuff a bunch. I like that one. I remember the second one we watched
at
Mike P's house.
Yeah, Mike Pelly.
And I don't think I had seen any new ones after that. And this last year I did a catch up. I watched them and I was like, these are actually fucking badass movies.
They are.
And I'm changing a little bit of my opinion on Tom Cruise a bit.
After Maverick as well.
Yeah, that's such a good movie. Why don't you talk about this next one, because I think you're a little bit more excited about this than I am.
Yeah, there hasn't really been a whole lot that's dropped surrounding
21st.
it, but Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer, of course, about the father of the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
J. Robert Oppenheimer.
And
a lot of there are quite a few cast. Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of big names in the cast.
Yeah. I think the only thing they showed was like just a couple of images of him as Oppenheimer.
Yes, I believe so.
And then
there's
there
not
was
a whole
like
lot more
mushroom cloud footage.
Right. Well, but I'm sure it'll be good. I don't really. It's hard to know what angle.
Yeah. I say Pat's a little bit more excited, but I'm just not excited about Nolan movies much. I don't know.
You never saw Tenet?
I never saw Tenet. I kind of...
Again, I think that the thing that would piss you off the most about Tenet is the audio
sound mixing.
Yes.
Yeah. He does weird.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The score
choices.
is awesome. I think that having what's his name, Ludwig, do the score. Do the score was a good idea. Like, that was it's changed from Hans Zimmer, but Hans Zimmer did an incredible job in the score for Interstellar. I know you weren't the biggest fan of that one.
Yeah.
I do. I really like that movie though. That's one of my favorites, actually.
What was it? I had a thought there for a second on something, but it's past. Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Nolan fan. I saw recently on Facebook Memories, I had posted my opinions about The Dark Knight Rises, which I still hold. I think Bane's vocals are atrocious. Like, why would a sound mixer allow that to go out? Well, they did. No.
Yeah, just like where is this? Like, what room is he in? Is Bane in that? Because we see him in the movie. He's in just like the same room as everybody else, but yet his voice is sounding so much different.
It was so weird. But I found this like post where I was talking about it, and somebody from high school that I know was like, "Quit trolling," and I'm like, I'm not fucking trolling here, because I was like, I don't like Christopher Nolan movies very much, and it was like such a blasphemous thing to say on the internet. Well, which I'm here doing.
A lot of
again.
people loved Inception.
Hold on, let me do this.
Hey, who can hate this guy
Christopher Nolan. Make better audio choices.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. No, never mind.
Yeah. No, I don't dislike Christopher Nolan so much. I just don't get excited about his movies as much because I've only liked a couple of his movies.
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight movies
Batman
for the most, yeah.
Oh yeah, but then on the same day.
Yeah, same fucking day.
We're definitely going to see this. We're going to theater hop.
We're going to go to the movies together, and you're going to go see Oppenheimer, and I'm going to go see Barbie.
No, I think we should see both. Dude, I'm down for Barbie. This looks so fun.
Yeah, Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling.
The trailer is already.
Leo,
the trailer is already super fun.
I never thought I'd be excited about a Barbie product in my life.
The trailer's like 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it's just mostly a parody of 2001:
Yes.
Space Odyssey.
But the actual movie footage that we see in the trailer
is super quick.
Yeah, but it looks awesome.
It looks great.
It's like super bright and vibrant.
Yeah.
It's what you would expect. It looks like it was made by Mattel.
Man, Ryan Gosling looks hilarious.
This one directed by Greta Gerwig.
Yeah, Greta Gerwig, and her husband Noah Baumbach wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so both those come
His
out the
movies are
same day.
intense, dude. Like that.
Well, how do you think Barbie's gonna?
Hey, did you see the Marriage Story with Adam Driver and
No.
Scarlett Johansson? That one is intense, man. Good movie, great acting from both of them in that one.
Let's go through these last. There's a handful more. We'll quickly cover the Marvels is coming out July 28th, which I'm excited about.
Yes,
more so than like the Captain Marvel,
especially after
movie,
the
solo
Kamala
movie.
Khan. Like,
Yeah,
we both enjoyed Miss Marvel quite a bit.
Miss Marvel was great.
Yeah.
I think she's one of the main reasons why I'm most excited to see this, and her dynamic.
Oh, and
with
Monica
him.
Rambeau also. Yeah.
Monica's cool too, for sure. I don't dislike Brie Larson in the role. I think Brie Larson's a fantastic actress. I just don't think Captain Marvel's a very compelling character. To me, she's similar to Superman.
Pretty good singer also, Envy Adams.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hello again.
I don't get it.
We don't have to keep going. We don't have to get demonetized.
I was going to say we don't want to get copyright claimed, but like our
who cares?
Terrible voices are good. We could sing that song to our ears, the pitch perfect, and YouTube would be like, "Yeah, that's not the same song."
What is this?
What garbage is this? And someone else tries to do it, and then they get demonetized,
right.
And we get the money for it. And then Blue Beetle, which is a DC comic, comes out August 18th.
I'm not too familiar with Blue Beetle.
I'm not terribly familiar with the character myself, but there is like a buddy cop relationship with another character that I am familiar with, Booster Gold, who I saw a list of characters that Chris Pratt could play in DC. I don't know why it was specifically Chris Pratt. I guess it's the conversation of bringing Guardians characters over to the DC. But Booster Gold, I think, was one of the better choices, I thought. For
Boost her gold. I just met her.
Stupid.
So dumb.
But Blue Beetle is just so we are all on the same page. The movie is going to be a Latino-led actor.
Okay.
Just so everybody is aware, because we need to know these things these days. Just so the like racist assholes don't pay money to go see certain movies, because you know what? We don't give a shit. Get the fuck out of here, you racist pricks. October 6th, we have Kraven the Hunter, which another Spider-Man villain.
Yeah.
Aaron Taylor Johnson's playing Kraven the Hunter. I've only seen one set photo, and I think it was him on top of a van while the van's driving. Some stunt scene they were doing.
I mean, it's going to be hard for him to. This is his second MCU role, or this isn't MCU. This is Sony officially. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of all up in the air. Well, we don't really.
but after playing Pietro, the less successful Pietro.
Yeah. In the Avengers movie, he played Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. And now he's going to be Kraven the Hunter, one of Spider-Man's villains. That comes out October 6th. We'll talk about more. As these last couple, there's not much like promotional stuff because it's the end of the year. You know, we're not there yet. But Dune Part 2 comes out November. Yeah, November 3rd.
Fan of the first one.
I like the first one. I'm not I don't think it's like the greatest film ever made, like some people think. Like I've heard a lot of people be like, "This was just amazing."
One thing I can say about the audio in this one is it is awesome. If you've had a chance to, did you see this one in the theater?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Because it came out like peak pandemic, I think.
Yeah.
And so like it was.
Oh right, it was released on HBO Max.
I think if I remember correctly, it came out in theaters, but like nobody saw it there. But it got huge HBO numbers.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Well, anyway, HBO had this one in Dolby Atmos, and we had just upgraded the home system at that time, and it was just like, this is the movie to check out the audio system on.
And there's a bunch of new people in this.
I also thought the Batman was amazing for audio too.
Well, there's a bunch of new actors in this one too. There's Florence Pugh's going to be in it, and Austin Butler is going to be in it as well. I think he's playing the role Sting played in the. David
I'm
Lynch
excited for more Austin Butler after Elvis. Like, even though I wasn't in,
go back and watch the Shannara Chronicles.
I wasn't a crazy fan of the movie. He did a great job, and he deserves all the recognition he's getting for that role.
All right, so the last three we have coming up in December at the end of the year. The Wonka, Timothée Chalamet.
The set photos and everything have been looking great from this one.
I've only seen a couple of those. I'm excited to see more promotional material when that starts coming out. And he sings in it too.
Big year for Timmy here. He got
Timmy and Jonathan Majors.
Yeah,
it's going to be their.
Yeah.
Because nobody has seen Timothée Chalamet before.
Oh yeah, did you see that? Did you see that Apple commercial that he did?
No,
I only saw it because I was watching the game last week.
Let's finish this up because my camera's probably going to die here pretty soon. Wonka looks good. Rebel Moon comes out December 22nd. I don't know if you are familiar with Rebel Moon.
I don't know this one.
So Zack Snyder wrote a Star Wars movie and they passed on the script. Netflix bought it. So he's making a Star Wars movie that's not a Star Wars movie.
All right.
And it's called Rebel Moon. And there was one concept design, I think, that came out for it so far. But yeah, that comes out in December. I'm excited about that because, like, I'm not a big fan of Zack Snyder in the DC universe so much. He's a good visual director, but I just want to see him do more of his own thing.
This sounds really interesting, though.
Yeah. He literally wrote a Star Wars script, and they're like, "No, we're not going to do that." Netflix is like, "We'll make your sci-fi movie. We'll just not call it Star Wars." And I'm like, "Let's go." So that sounds badass. And then the last one is, I think this is the most anticipated for all of us here. That would be Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
This one's definitely been in production delays as well. Another DC that's been plagued by production issues.
This comes out on Christmas Day.
Negative press.
December 25th.
With the whole infamous trial
of
last year.
I'm definitely going to smoke a lot of sativa before watching this.
No, we don't need to talk about that. All right.
We had a good time. Pat had a good time watching the first one.
I did. That was really fun. The first one's not bad. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, no, the first one's not bad. They could have cut it down a little bit.
Yes.
I think they show like the same action shot like 3 times from like 7 different angles, you know. But the thing that is intriguing about this to me is that the premise of it is about how Amber Heard was married to Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
No, the premise of it, there's not a whole lot, but we do know it's like a road trip movie with Arthur, Aquaman, and Orm, who's the villain in the first movie, his half-brother.
Yeah.
They have to go on like some adventure together.
Patrick Wilson,
Yeah,
right?
Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
And I really like Patrick Wilson. I think he's a phenomenal actor. And I don't think he gets talked about
I don't think
often.
he gets enough credit either. Yeah, I agree.
I like him a lot. And yeah, so they're going to like go on like an adventure movie together. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. You make the villain like a forced partner. I kind of like
Sounds
that
fun.
for this. But is there any other films that you're thinking of off the top of your head?
I think we covered all of them. Yeah.
All right.
It was a longer episode, but I had a great time.
It's like an hour and a half episode. Yeah. Well, I think that's going to do it for us today then.
Make sure to check out wilddinosaur.com.
.com and come back because, we just talked about our movies that we're looking forward to this year. We're going to talk about them more as they come out and, as trailers and stuff get premiered for, especially stuff like later on in the year. We'll, maybe do some trailer reactions, talk about the movies as they come out. And yeah, there's probably going to be a bunch of other movies that we missed. We didn't really talk about a whole lot of stuff necessarily that's like streaming specific movies.
True,
so,
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't. I mean, Rebel Moon's coming out on Netflix, and I'm sure some of these other ones might come out on some streaming services too. But I don't know. Most of these are
theatrical.
Yeah, most of these are like Guardians 3 and
Yeah.
like big franchise stuff. So most of these will probably be.
They'll end up on Disney Plus eventually.
Yeah, at least half of this list is going to be on Disney Plus. But yeah, come back and we'll talk about more of these movies as they come out throughout the year.
What else do you have to say?
What else do I have to say? Well, what do you have to say? Because I have an outro. What do you?
I was just going for your outro.
Well, I was gonna get there, but I want to give you an opportunity.
You want to give me a platform?
Yeah. Why don't you spout off some I don't know. I know you're a TERF, so.
What?
Just kidding.
Man,
Pat loves everybody.
I try to.
Except for
It's hard sometimes being your friend, but
guys with mustaches. Pat's not a fan of. Full beards or no beards.
What's the look? Wait, let's get the look one more time.
Welcome to old Hollywood.
Yeah, the beard is. I was thinking about trimming the beard, but you know what? It's looking pretty nice on camera. I might have to keep it going.
Yeah, keep it going. Do you know if you're going to be able to come back next week for any stuff?
We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Pat likes to keep you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah. Keep you wanting more.
Yeah.
And speaking of wanting more, wilddinosaur.com.
WildDinosaur.com is the best place to support this channel. You can buy thong underwear. No, I'm just kidding.
You should. That's an amazing idea.
I think the store has that capability.
There we go. Let's go, baby. I could use some new underwear myself.
Actually,
not that I'm going for the thong version, but
actually, I don't know if you know this, but Jay, who is here, and I told everybody, helped me with putting the website together. He did a couple of custom order stuff, and he put a tracksuit together with some of my.
Oh, nice! Did you get a chance to see it?
I haven't seen it, but I kind of want to get one. I kind of want to make more.
Yes,
and maybe get into tracksuits this year.
Maybe for maybe like a special release, limited release.
Yeah, something like that. I do have plans to do some new stuff on the store, so please go check it out. Buy some old stuff. I really can't do new stuff without your help. So anybody, I feel like these episodes just get shot into space. In 1,000 years, I'll get some alien buying some merch.
Yes, nice. Hey, you got that to look forward to.
The other thing that I like to do here, I just repeated myself. The other thing I like to do here is there's a link in the description to donate to Planned Parenthood because you got to plan being a parent, right?
I mean, if you're not planning that,
they have a whole textbook.
What are you planning?
They have a whole textbook on how to gender your child. I'm just kidding. I want people to support Planned Parenthood, so I shouldn't say dumb shit like that.
It's still funny.
But they do have bowls of condoms in the lobby, so if you're getting down for the first time, you're like, oh shit, 7-Eleven's closed, I can't get my Magnums. You go over to Planned Parenthood, which is probably still closed too.
Yeah. Come on. If 7-Eleven's closed, then yeah.
No, they do all kinds of great stuff. Don't listen to my dumb ass being stupid or Republicans.
We don't even know if they actually have the bowl of condoms there any longer.
They might. I haven't.
I'm sure you can still get some free ones.
I haven't been sexually active in 20 years, so I'm not sure. The most action I've gotten was from the mustache.
This isn't even true.
All right, I gotta get out of here. It's 7:30. My camera's actually gonna die here in a second. So, but yeah, check out Planned Parenthood. Donate to them. Donate to Wild Dinosaur because I need it. I need underwear. You need underwear too.
Yeah, check out Wild Dinosaur.
Yeah, you need some stickers.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Thanks for the ending, Pat, because I couldn't do it.